I made a post earlier today and I said that you can't save everyone. But I realized that it's a more effective way to make the point I was trying to make, and that is you can't help everyone, you know? Because sometimes people need to get what I call love lumps to get the lesson. Now sometimes, I can see people going down a path that I know is going to lead to suffering, and I can share data with them to show them that's not the most efficient route to take, because it's going to be met with some conflict and unnecessary suffering. But at the end of the day, if they're not open to the information, I won't give it. And the same thing for me. Someone may have information for me to give me a shortcut so I won't have to suffer as much. But if I'm hard-headed and I don't listen, then I got to get my love lumps. And trust me, I get love lumps too. But the more that I go deeper within myself and decode the matrix around me and get better at comprehending circumstances and why they come my way, the less love lumps I need to experience, because my life becomes more and more efficient. So all the tools that I share with my clients and everyone on Facebook every day are just tools and perspectives to help guide you towards the path of living a more efficient life, because efficiency is the key to peace. Everything is about energy and energy flow. Any form of suffering can be directly pointed towards a blockage that's blocking a flow of energy in every fashion, whether it's dealing with a physical situation with engineering to build a building, whether it's dealing with a computer programmer who needs to fix a problem at software at a company. Their goal is to fix the problem when it blows up to make the program run more efficiently. My uncle has a similar job. So when it comes to life, the goal is to create situations that run more efficiently so we can flow with more grace through life. So think about it. Every situation in your life right now that's causing you suffering is because there's something that you're not letting go of. There's something within you that's blocking you from allowing the flow to flow through you. So the backup of the energy is causing pain, emotionally, physically, so forth and so on. But what we have to remember is sometimes it's best not to let somebody know that they're going to suffer if they make a decision, especially if their ego is too big to listen. You have to let them get their love lumps. And the same with me. If I have my mind if I decide that I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it regardless of what anybody says. And if somebody told me that it's not a good idea to do it and I still do it and I get my love lumps, guess what? I learned my lesson. And I don't do it again once I learn my lesson. But that is how we need to start looking at life. Look at life from an energetic perspective and know that sometimes we gotta let the people we love the most fall so they can learn how to get up and walk on their own. And I'm always here to guide people if I do have insight on a situation, if they're open to it. And I hope that people in my life will always be open to guide me if they see a more efficient path for me as well, because I'm open to ideas and different perspectives. So this is part of being wise as well, knowing that you don't know everything. I don't know everything, so I am open to different perspectives. And this is why on my threads, I'm open to people disagreeing with me and sharing different perspectives, because I'm collecting data too, because I want to be as efficient as I can be. Why? Because I want to live a more and more peaceful life. There's no drama in my life. I've cut out a lot of drama because I've learned that the less stuff that you have means physical stuff in your space. The more open your space is, the more open your mind is, the more open your heart is, the more efficient the energy flows in every aspect of your life. So the goal is to remove things that's blocking the flow of energy that's trying to flow up you and down you at all times. Okay? We can't save other people, but we can save ourselves. We can help other people, but we can't save other people, because ultimately you have to make the decision that you're going to do something different. You have to make the decision to feel like, okay, you know what, I'm worthy to live a life without suffering. I don't have to keep self-sabotaging myself. to make myself a martyr because I don't feel like I'm worthy enough to live a life of peace. And that's how most of us think. We continue to put ourselves in situations to beat ourselves up because when things don't turn out the way we expect them to, we feel like we're not worthy. But see, the way you want things to turn out is not always the best route. It's not always the most efficient route. So this is why I let the path develop in front of me. And sometimes I'll say, okay, I want to do this. And I start moving towards that goal. But if things are not lining up for what I want to develop, then I know it's not meant to be, and I let it go and I stay open for another path to walk upon. But when you make a decision that you want to do something and it doesn't turn out the way you expected, and then you feel angry and you feel frustrated because it didn't turn out the way your mind wanted it to be, most of the time when people do that, then they decide to just put themselves in a position to suffer because they feel like, well, I don't deserve to have what I want. So I might as well just put myself in a position to suffer because I'm not worthy of having what I want, when all along what you wanted was a small version of what you could really have. So I allow the circumstances to guide me towards where I need to be. Because sometimes what you think you want is not what is best for you. So be open. All right? Be open to the natural, organic order of how energy should flow. One love, y'all.